say hi, and let Pastor say, say hi. And I was wondering so I could say hi, up the road, because they be saying that we don't love them. So, but um, after this fast, really, like I said, it just was a difference. But after our fast, we decided that when it was time to eat meat, we didn't eat the meat. We continued 21 days without eating the meat, just our fruits, nuts, and our vegetables. That's what we did. And after the 21 day, we just said, well, my husband decided, and I agreed with him. We decided that we was going to cut down on the meat and some of the stuff that we ate. Hey, North Carolina, right? Yeah. How y'all doing? And we decided that we were going to cut down on. So now, if we do eat meat, which will be seafood, and maybe chicken if we eat it, it'll be on the weekend. We eat it. So now I can't wait for Sunday to have my, my crabs and, and my lobster. So we kind of partially, I won't say continue with what we started. So we did on the week, Monday to Friday, we still do our vegetables and our fruits and our nuts. That's what we do Monday to Friday. We do that. And, it don't seem like missing out on anything. Angie said she don't like buffet, but I like buffet. But we went to, yes, Angie, me and Sister Sharp is like buffet. We went to Golden Corral one night, and I don't know if it's because my husband say that, babe, I thought he said, babe, we're not supposed to be eating meat till the weekend. But we never had agreed. So anyway, I had got a piece. It was only a small piece of chicken after, and I had a piece of chicken. It was just a chicken wing. And I don't know if it was the sauce that was on the chicken or what. And it made me feel so bad to the stomach. It made me feel, I don't know if that was God saying, didn't y'all say y'all was going to not eat meat? But we didn't quite agree at that time, but yet, So, but it felt like it had to, like it didn't belong in there. So, but now we just, like on the weekend, we just eat, we do our seafood. And I feel good. I feel good. I feel like, and then I started, I have this app on the phone, and I started some new plans on my phone, or a prayer. Well, I have a prayer life, but it's a new plan. Let me tell you what it is. What is my other one that I have? Where is it at? Where's my other plan? It starts with me. Because a lot of time, things, if you want something done, who does it start with? It starts with us. So it gives you scripture. Well, it starts off with a devotional. It gives you a passage to read, and then it gives you scriptures and stuff pertaining to that. And I start my day off with that, and I just read it, or sometimes I end my day with it, and it rejuvenates me, restore, rebuild, renew. So this fast really is, I've been saved over 20 years, and I'm sure that you've been saved longer than I have, because I'm sure you have. But it don't matter how long you have been saved. There's something new every day that you can learn every day. Every day there's something new you can learn, you can take in every day. A child can come up and can say something, and I could say, I didn't know that. And you can learn something, you can grasp something from a child. And I heard you said something the other day about your grandson.
He was just saying, what, Granny? It's mainly you just eating right. putting away a lot of that greasy stuff. So, but with the way you all eating and just doing your meat on the weekend,
Yeah.
no, you can. It's good to eat right. That's why I do less fried stuff. But with my husband, I have to fry stuff because he like fried food, and I can't take that away from him. But I do a boil, I do bake, and I do smothered stuff.
Yeah.
So when you eat right, you do feel better.
You
like
feel
today,
better.
I put some turkey in one of the oven bags, some turkey wings and turkey necks, and season it all. So and then I cooked a pot of sweet peas, green peas. So it's good to eat right. You feel a whole lot better when you do
Feel
eat
better.
right.
That's just like eating the word. You feel a whole lot better. When you even eating the word, it makes you feel a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
You ever tried an air fryer?
Try to
You got one? The one that makes your food taste like it's fried food?
Oh, what it is?
An air fryer.
Oh, the air
It
fryer.
makes your food taste just like you have fried food. Now, I've heard it, and I've been skeptical about it, and it took me a while for me to get it. So I say, let me just get this. Let me see what all the way, and I got it. And I think the first thing I did in it, I think I did some chicken. I think maybe it was my first thing I did in it. Man, you couldn't tell me my chicken wasn't fried. You ever did fish in that? I did some fish. I did chicken wings. I did turkey wings.
Oh.
I have a friend, he did a whole, well, his own big, he did a whole slab of ribs. Yep, all I do is I spray my rack with some thyme, and it's good, and it takes out all of the fat, all of your food, and it's just like you eating fried food.
Oh.
I even flour my wings and all. You ever flour your wings?
Potato, like to make French fries.
Yeah.
Cut it real thin and put it on the tray and put some seasoning on it and put it in there and fry it like French fries, but it's actual potatoes.
Yeah, you should buy and invest in one of them. It's called the air fryer.
Oh, I need to get one for my husband then.
Yeah, he won't know that he ain't eating no grease.
And literally, like, you just set it again, like, just put the timer on and go about your business and come back and it's done.
And that's right.
Mm.
And it's done.
I'll check it out.
You ain't gotta be smelling like all that grease. He'll be thinking you in there frying him up some chicken wings or some chicken, and he said, "Baby, what did this taste? What? This tastes good tonight." All the time, he gave him some air fried chicken wings. But it's so much stuff, but he's so good. Anybody? And you had a good day so far? From Sunday to Wednesday, had a good, a couple of days, three days?
Oh.
I had it because today is my first day back to work from last week Thursday, so I'm good. Anybody else? Well, I know you ain't working, but
Oh, now what you say? Because I couldn't hear.
you had a good couple of days home from Sunday to today. Everything okay?
Say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, it was I can't complain. I ain't gonna use the word that I can't, because we can.
Yeah, we can. I just
But,
refuse not
yeah,
to.
I won't complain though, but it's kind of like running, because I run with my brother-in-law, and then, making appointments and stuff, and taking appointments for my husband and all that.
Yeah.
So it's just a busy stuff, but, it's good.
Brother Ernie,
It's been good. Personally, it's been good. Work has been crazy. Not the children been crazy.
real.
Yeah. But other than that, personally, it's been wonderful. Still sitting fast, still doing the prayer, still eating with kind of doing how you saying.
Yeah.
Eating the same way. The pound still falling.
The phone, all right.
I'm feeling good.
All right. I looked at my husband Sunday. I was up here and I looked at him and
Yeah. And then I feel like love is a feeling too. Like love is an action. and love is a feeling. Because when you like put out love for a person and a person know that you love them or you putting out love for them, and they feel different. So I feel like love is a feeling too, because when you know that somebody love you, you know you feel good too. You'll say, oh, I know my husband love me, but I know my friend over there love me. I know this real. So it's a feeling to me too.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Love brings a certain form of respect. For example, I know that you love the word, and I know you love to give the word and share the word. So when I see you there, like I'll give you my full attention because that's a form of respect. You better show my love, and I know what you love. So if you're in home or whatever, you kind of look at that person in a different light. You could see the passion and the love and what they do. So you can respect them.
Yeah. All right. We're talking about love tonight, and the question was, in what is love? Your own version, your words to you. What is love?
To me, it's there's several things, like sharing, caring, giving of yourself, having compassion for something. But all in the same time, don't try to look for it to come back to you the same way.
Okay. Okay. Y'all hear the question? Love. You're talking about love, and the question is, in your own words, what is love to you? Anybody can go first. Well, but I mean, only y'all three didn't answer yet. I'm gonna ask everybody. So, yeah, what is love? So whoever want to go first.
Nah.
Oh, she said she want to go first.
I would say love is a lot of things like forgiving, it's showing action,
Okay. Okay. She finished. Okay.
She finished?
Yeah.
Love is patient. Love is kind. Not all the time.
That's you, or that's the Bible? I just curious.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Oh, okay. Long as, see, I ain't know.
But this, I mean, I just want to know. That's just what you saying.
Yeah, I mean, it is the Bible.
I just want to know that what you saying, or that's what you know. That's it. That's all. It's curious.
Nah.
Think about it. I was just curious.
I would see that we on the same page at least. Well, we'll come back.
Okay, come on. Okay.
Forgiveness is, for me, is one. That's my personal opinion. Knowing how to forgive, yearning for something or someone, can't, think about them all the time, think about it. I guess I never experienced it.
You never experienced what? Love?
I've experienced it, but
You sure you never experienced it?
I've experienced it, but
Or you just don't know what it is? That's what it is.
right. Yeah. The real true love, only God, my experience, and my mom and my family. But
So then, you take back that statement that you
yeah,
did first.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Just-
yeah.
Okay, just checking.
But the main one is for me is forgiveness and selflessness. I feel you should, if you That's one part of love. Forgiveness. That's just my
Okay. Let me go to Angie then come back.
But I got mine.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Love is putting someone else's feelings before yours, or putting yours aside for how they feel, or it is being a cheerleader when necessary.
That's a good one.
Isn't that a good one, y'all?
Yeah.
But I mean, everything was good, but that.
But she expounded. But that's what you do.
Okay. What is love to you? What is love?
Telling the truth. Telling the truth at any expense, and not blanking your eye, twisting your mouth or anything. Just
What if you got a twitch?
well, if somebody lying to you, huh?
What if you got Tourette's?
Oh well, for me, love is almost like being original, being authentic, being yourself, not having to sugarcoat anything or try to be like anybody else or live up to any standards, and never having to say you sorry or anything like that. Because really, if you think about it, if you walk in love, you won't have to worry about apologizing.
Even if you do something wrong, even if you say something you don't expect that you done mean, you don't think you gonna have to apologize?
If it's the truth, I
That's the
should.
only one I don't like.
If it's the truth,
So, Rick, let me ask you a question.
huh?
So, you love your wife, right?
Oh yes.
So, have you ever done anything to her that hurt her feelings or that was not right by her? Yes or no?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Her face is telling something different. So, you've never had to apologize to her?
No.
You should have apologized and you just didn't. It's a question I should have asked.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's more so.
I feel like if you gotta be refined or be better in doing what you do, you need to be told the truth, and
But there's
that's
still
my
there's
way
still
of
a way to
looking.
tell the
Thank you.
truth.
Exactly.
You have to tell it in a certain way. You can't just say you did. No.
But that might be
you can't.
your truth.
Right, and it might be your truth and not the real truth. That's another point too.
I could admit sometimes I'd be a little harsh,
And wrong.
And you don't ever.
And wrong.
and I don't think I should apologize.
Ooh, you
Being harsh
Listen,
and-
I
Excuse me, Miss Ernest?
You should
Okay.
tell the truth in love.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'm working on that.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah, I should have put that on the fast list. I forget that one.
And love is also being able to apologize.
Say I'm sorry at
Say exactly.
Wait a minute,
saying
doesn't the
you're
Bible say love is kind?
Right.
patient.
Okay, I
Yes.
was just asking.
Yeah.
it's gentle.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gentle.
And none of that what you just said.
No,
was
I was
there.
just saying the opposite of what you just said. Right, thank you. Not bucked up. That's right.
Now y'all know y'all done got into some heated arguments,
No.
discussions.
No. No.
But I bet you if you ask Deacon Banks if he ever apologized, if he did get into that, what would he say?
You gotta ask Deke.
Dee, have you ever apologized when you were wrong?
And you remember last week when you said you was a crooked Christian?
We trying to overlook that.
Because you did sometimes you forget. Sometimes you have told me you're sorry, you
I
apologize.
admit sometimes I have to go left on you a little bit, but you know what? if I'm,
Gigabytes wasn't here last week. This man said, in church, pastor asked a question. He said, what does that say? He said, that means I'm a cricket Christian. You'll talk about that too?
wait a minute, no, it went like this. If you're not the same when you in church that as you are when you at home or on the job, then I feel as though you a crooked Christian. You ain't authentic. You
Not a
just
true Christian.
huh? You one way this way in the church, in the eyes of the congregation, you one way.
Okay.
But when you get on your job or you get around your spouse or you get around your coworkers, you a whole different man.
He's still working on me. There's some stuff that just not died yet, and God is still working on me. There's some stuff that needs to be fixed.
Still cleaning me up.
He's still cleaning me up. That's what that means. I need to seek him more. Okay, all right. This is another question. Can I say I'm a Christian and love Sister Shivers and say I don't love Brother Leroy? Can I?
Nope. I mean, you can say you are, but that doesn't mean, because, I mean, the Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself.
And what else to say?
How can you love me who you've not seen and don't love your brother that you see every day?
Right.
1 John 4. I had to ask Pastor a question too. About why all y'all say I, John?
Nah.
Yeah,
Sometimes
why?
they say first and sometimes they say I.
Yeah.
Because you know when you do how when you do outlines, it's like an I as the
Yeah.
first one. So some people say I and some people say first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I be wondering because
It's
Yeah, but it's
first,
the same.
second.
Everybody takes it as the same. Because I've heard it saying both ways.
I hear him say that sometime. I, John. I thought he was reading the scripture one time. I, John. Then I told yeah.
I don't. She said she never heard it until she came here.
I never heard that until I came into it. I never
you
heard
use
it
the first
because I
one.
never grew up on that. I grew up on 1st and 2nd John. Never heard it.
I mean, when I learned the book of the Bible, we learned
Yeah.
that's 1st, 2nd, 3rd John.
That's
But I
all it-
just
yeah.
know Of years hearing it here, they also say I John.
Well, a lot of people say I John to keep from saying St. John so they can learn know the difference between the two.
Well, the difference between the two is 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. Like Andrew said, then it's St. John.
A lot of people say St. John, so to keep people from going to St. John when they want to go to 1 John, they just say I John.
Oh, say 1st John.
I know. Well, they just said that way.
Oh, say I know
They
now.
go from I John to 2nd John.
Now I
They
know
say 1st John.
if they say John 3 and whatever or John 4, I know they're talking about St. John. But if they're talking about John, 1st John or 2nd John, they would say 1st or 2nd or whatever. But I John, I'm like, I John. I John what? First,
So because they don't say I Thessalonians, they don't say I Timothy.
yeah, what I John? Yeah, what's wrong with John? I John what?
I don't know. It's been like that since I was
Yeah.
That's how they always say.
And I meant to ask him that Sunday, you know. 1 John 4 and 8. Anybody can read it. Whoever gets it first.
Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love.
God is love. When we think of love, it's easy to think about good feelings. But real love is not depending on feelings. It is about so much more than how I feel about someone. Whether it's romantic love, a member of the family, a friend, a co-worker, so often love is given and received based on what I myself get out of it. But what do I do when it costs me something to love someone? What do I do? This is a true story. I have a friend in the Bahamas. She lost her husband I think like maybe I'll say a year and a half, 2 years ago. They were going through some marital problems. And they had just got their marriage back on track. And they went to, well, we call it combo. They went to a fair. And they were coming back home. And her version of the story, that this car pulled in the front of them, side swiping, pulling in front of them. Guy jumped out of the car, and the husband said to the wife, "Get down, Tamara, get down. I see a gun, I see a gun." And he shielded her, put it on and shield her from getting shot. And he, in return, ended up losing his life. How many people? You do that for me, baby? You do that for me? You just tell Angie you love me. You do that for me? He didn't think.
Alone now?
Yeah, he sure did. Leroy ain't want to leave, but he really, Leroy was like, he probably was like, I hope she don't ask me to have that question.
Hey, I done told you about running your mouth.
But
I'll be there gone.
you see, at least he telling the truth, ain't he?
Sorry, he just made me think about this show that I watch. These little videos. It's called Bay or Bail, and it's where the girlfriend or the boyfriend takes their significant other on these scary excursions to see if they would stick by them and defend them or take off running. And he just made me think about that when he said he was going to take off.
First instinct was to make sure they got behind me, so if the dog attacked, I would be the one that it would get. And then her instinct was to guard Arya, put Arya behind her. So I mean, it's more of an instinct.
It's an instinct, yeah.
You know, so
It's just an instinct because you can say.
It's an instinct based on love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna throw yourself in front of no dog if
It's
just
true.
anybody. right. You better hope you somebody I like. I'm gonna get behind you.
Pastor probably say, "Hey, you."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pastor say he'd give you up quick.
But he ended up dying. But she was close to his family, and they said they loved her.
And they don't believe her.
They don't believe her. Now they're questioning her, saying that, "Why are you still alive? He's dead." So now that love, was that really love?
No.
That love, what they had, the family, is no longer there. In a time like that, they should have
Right.
it should have bring them together. Yet still it tore them apart. And she wrote a book, and in her book she was saying how she told God, and this is how we do it. She tell God, "God, change him," when they were going through. Change him, change him. And she said, I never once said to God, maybe it was me. Maybe God changed me, work on me so I can deal. And that's how we are. We never say to God, help me, work with me so I can treat or love this one right. We have a tendency where I don't like her. I don't like her attitude. I don't like this or I don't like that. She might be saying the same thing about you. We never tend to ask God to fix us, mold me, so I can deal with Sister Shivers. It might not be Sister Shivers' attitude. It could be my attitude. It might not be Deacon Banks that's unlovable. It may be me. And yeah, go ahead.
It's so funny you said that. I work in a deli at part-time, and it's like 20 of us, but it's this one girl. She get in the fight with, she done got in an altercation with all of them. So one day I pulled her to the side. She said, "You know they don't like me. I I said, it's you. You gotta, I said, you need to ask God to fix you because you done got in an altercation.
With everybody, y'all.
With everybody? Everybody in this deli hates you? Yeah. I said, okay, I want to know what you got there. what you got? You know, and she talking beauty and brains. You know, but it just made me think about that. But she came to me and said, Andrea, it was me. You know, wow, later. It took some time, but she said, it was me. She said, I look back, I was an ugly person, and I don't want to be like that. She said, I don't want to be ugly like that.
You know, I have this lady on my job. She worked different floors, and every floor she went on, she complains. She complained every floor. This one ain't working. This one don't know how to work. This one. You go on every floor just like it, and you complain. So what does that say? Who is that? It gotta be you. 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8. It says, and we did this. Love is long suffering, is kind. It's not envy. It does not parade itself. It's not puffed up. Does not behave itself unseemly. Does not seek its own. It's not provoked. Thinks no evil. It don't rejoice in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. It bears all things, believe all things, hope all things, endure all things. It never fails. Love it. It never stops. I used to love you, but I don't love you no more. But I used to love you. I don't love you no more. I used to love you, but I don't love you no more. But then it say right here, it says, what does it say?
Love never fails.
Love never fails. But I don't love you no more. Yes, sir.
I don't forgot what I was.
Okay, thank you.
Wasn't I very
I believe you.
So
So,
come back.
okay. So, what is love then? When I can do all of these things in spite of my feelings. What you say, Angie? What you say, love, regardless. When I can do all of these things in spite of my feelings, regardless of someone's actions, that is love. When I can do all of these things, think no evil. Don't rejoice when Sister Andrea going through hard times, but be there with her. She needs somebody to talk to. She needs a shoulder. When Brother Leroy, I like Leroy. When Brother Leroy, he hit his toe and his toe is hurting him, and he just need a ride because he can't. And I'm not laughing at him, but he just need a shoulder to lean on. When I can do all of these things, when I can love Sister, how you say it again? Joshana, in spite of, because she didn't get that boy yet. When I can, when I can do all of these things, in spite of how knucklehead I can today, even though he done did something and he didn't apologize, even if I can still love him through all of that, all of the questioning and all of the crazy, and if I can still love him regardless, that's what true love is. It's regardless. When I can go in, have a conversation, or when Sister JoJo walks in the room and I don't have to get up and walk out because I don't like Sister JoJo, I don't like her attitude or whatever. That's what true love, that's what love is. That's what love is. It's regardless. of somebody's action. Yes.
Oh yeah. Love is whenever you can walk upright and not hide from people and feel like needed and wanted and cared for, even if you know that they don't care for you. In other words, you don't have to hide behind a closed door. Or you can go anywhere and you don't have to worry about who sees you or what you're doing or who you doing it with or who you talking to or why you talking to that person. You know, I think it's envious when a person sees another person talking to another person and you don't understand what they're talking about, but you assuming everything. You know, say for instance, I'm a man and I have a lot of women clients and I'm on the phone all the time with women.
Y'all, that's not me, okay?
I was just gonna say, don't use it. I was over here whispering, don't use it.
It's not me. It ain't me,
But you know, those are my associates. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about walking down the street or anything or going somewhere and somebody's saying something bad about me, because now I'm walking upright and in the light, so I don't have the cares of the do's and the don'ts and the whys and the why nots. You know, it's like peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to look behind my back. I ain't got to worry about this, that, and the other. My wife catching me in a whatever kind of loop. You know what I'm saying? It's like
love is trust.
It's trust.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So that's what he was trying to get.
He had to go all the way
Yeah, that
down.
was he did.
He had to
yeah, he did
go all the way
long
down to Boca and come back to Deerfield before he say that. But,
You know, there's some closet Christian too.
yeah.
Closet Christian, you got to do everything behind somebody else's back.
Yeah.
But you had to go to Palm Beach.
And come back. Yeah.
You got to hide, you a closet Christian.
Love.
Huh?
Love. Listen to this one. You especially. Listen. Love, lay down in life. And guess what? Expect nothing in return. Nothing in return.
Lay down his life.
And expect nothing in return. That's just like that man, what he did for his wife. I don't know if he thought that he would have gotten killed that night. I don't know. She said God gave her in a dream that it was a mistake, a case of mistaken identity. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know the person who shot him, but that's what she said. But did he know he was going to get killed that night? Did he know when he saw the guy with the gun, would he got killed? I don't know. But he knew that he wanted to protect his wife because he loved her. And I don't believe if he didn't love her, he had, like you say, maybe his side chick. Maybe, I don't know, would he have done that? I don't know. Maybe he had to get on the run. I don't know. I can't say. But I believe that that was love. What y'all think? What you say, Angie? I believe that was love that he did. I remember a couple years back, maybe a couple years back, my husband, let me tell you what I did for him now. Let me see if he's going to try to save my life or something. He was trying to move around his studio. I'm not a mover. He's the mover. And he wanted me. As he was lifting this desk in his studio, and he had this big old TV up on top of the desk, said TV. Deacon Banks, this man got some of everything in the studio. So he had a big old TV, had a bunch of stuff on his desk. And when he lifted the table, I was supposed to put these little round stuff underneath the leg. He said to make it move smoother. And when he lifted up, and I'm pushing it on there, I noticed that the TV was falling on him. Big old TV. So I love my man. I didn't want nothing to happen to my man. So with my one hand, I didn't think about anything. All I thought about was if this thing fall on him, he gonna be hurt. He got to go to the hospital. So with my one hand, she woman, I caught that TV up and still had the other hand underneath the table. And it was not just, it was the instinct to catch it up, but it was the love that I knew that if this thing fall on him, he would have been injured because it was going to hit him right in his head. And
also not even thinking about your own.
not even thinking about my arm. I could have broke my arm. I thought about it after the fact. I said, I could have broke my arm. And then, you know, y'all had, you know. Yeah, that's love, ain't it? And I caught it, and I thought about that afterwards. I said, man, I said, boy, I could have broke my arm. I thought about it. But I wasn't thinking about it as I was catching the table. I thought about my baby. I said, my baby gonna get hurt. But that's love. That's love. You don't think about it. No, you ain't got to say nothing. That's love. That's love, Deacon Banks. And I'm sure you will do that for your wife. You see she's going to be hurt, or even one of your children. You see that. And you're going to do something. Yeah. But you don't even have to answer. Don't incriminate yourself. Don't say nothing.
I remember. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Love instinct. Since y'all was talking about instinct.
Yeah.
Instincts kick in, you do anything. I remember when my mom was living, she was supposed to be on a parade diet.
Yeah.
Make a long story short, we hard-headed, trying to make her happy. And one day I gave her a hot dog. She wanted
A hot dog.
She cried about that. She cried for that hot dog. So I gave her the hot dog. I was sitting by her. I had to feed her because she couldn't. No, she did. Oh, you weren't ready for me to leave? She just thought that was so funny. She laughed for days. She said, oh, you love me. You didn't want me to leave right now. I was so mad. And she laughed, and when she see me, like, she'll just bust out laughing, thinking about that. So,
Think about you putting your whole hand down her throat.
Yes. Yeah.
That's it.
I would say love is telling her no. Because I get on my dad about that even right now with my mom. I tell him love is giving her what she needs, not what she wants.
Yeah.
And you have to love a person enough to say, I have to think about what's best for you.
Yeah.
This is not what's good for you, so I'm going to be the one to make that decision and say, as much as I love you, I'm going to have to say no.
Yeah.
Oh, after that,
I think love is like, telling them no.
Yeah, after that, it's no deal.
Because think about if you wouldn't have been able, everybody ain't capable of just sticking their hand down somebody's throat and, thinking about it. So had you not done that.
Yeah.
And how could you have lived with that, knowing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you gave her that hot dog and kill her.
Right.
Oh, they would have blamed me.
Yeah.
My sisters.
Exactly.
I would have been on their hit list. Yeah.
Y'all might think this crazy, but I admire Pastor every time he says, oh, you touched that little short woman over there? That's somebody that loves his woman. Don't mess with his woman. You touch that. People say they'll fight and they'll fuss their spouse. But you go try and do that. You don't ain't gonna do that. You not gonna do that. I thought about a lady at my job, the same thing. And, I got some people, well, I love everybody. There's this lady at my job, she's a little older than I am. But I love her. She's to me, I think she's a little, but I love her. She's my partner. She's good people's. And I'm sitting there, and normally I'm on my computer, and my side or my back is really turned to her. And something just told me to turn around. And I'm just staring at her. I don't know why I'm staring at her. And I watch her, she have a gum. She took the gum, and she just threw the thing in her mouth. And all I saw was she couldn't breathe. The gum stuck in her throat, just like the hot dog stuck in your mama's throat. So now, I can't get it out. So I'm in there with somebody else. So I jump up, and I'm doing. So the person with me, grabbed her and he was doing a hand on her, but I loved her. I mean, if I didn't love her, but because, you love her. Love is what it does, right? That's what it said. Love is what it does. Because she couldn't talk. I mean, I know that's wrong, but I'm just saying, that's wrong. But I'm just saying. I'm being honest, right? Yeah.
You did tell somebody.
Well, yeah, I did. I didn't turn around and didn't play like I just, well, I helped. Because I called a signal 67. That's, I called for the medical staff whilst he was closer than me than I was to do the Heimlich maneuver anyways. But, I helped her, but I loved her. I didn't turn my back, Deacon Banks, and pretend like I didn't see it. But love is what it does. Sometimes, like Angie say, we got to love people regardless. So what? So what if Sister Andrea, right? I'm telling you, I don't call people name right, but that's okay. I'm from the Bahamas. We call anything anyway. So what if Sister Andrea acting a little crazy today with her red hair today? So what? I still have to love her regardless of the way she acts. Because the very time I decide to say that, we got to send mama, that old peaky red hair gal, you know about that, huh? The very time I decide to not talk or don't want to love that little picky-haired red gal, that's the same time either God can come or he can take me out. So regardless of how that picky-haired red gal act, I still have to love her. Yes, ma'am.
You hug each other.
You hug each other. That's right. You hug them. Regardless of how she acts. Regardless of Deacon Banks see me coming and he turned the other way, I still go, hey, Deacon Banks. Maybe he didn't see me. Maybe he ain't seen me. Or maybe he did. But hey, Deacon Banks, how you doing? You let Deacon Banks act crazy. But I'm not going to act crazy because it's what? Regardless. We still have to love. Why? Because God is love. How can I say that I love God and know of God and what? Don't love. Don't love. Sister Shivers, I'm going to say like Pastor say, is it pertaining to something that I'm talking about? That what Pastor say? Yes, sir. No, it ain't? Oh, okay, well, hold on now. Regardless of how. And perfect example, I like with Sister Angie and that lady. Remember the lady that always give you problem? And Brother Ernie and that lady at his school. And perfect example. But, people are watching us. You might not see them watching you, but they are watching us. And I told a girl the other day, she is a Christian, and I told her, I said, God want me to let you know that you can't tell your business and your dream to everybody because everybody's not saved. I said, people are watching you. I said, be careful. I said, you don't want to be a hindrance to somebody else. And sometimes we can be a hindrance to somebody else. So be careful. Let our light shine. Well, how that song go? Light of mine. Go ahead, girl, sing the song. And how the other part go? Hide it under a bushel. You didn't know that part? Hide it under a bushel. Oh no, you know the part, right? I'm going to let it shine. We're not going to hide it under a bushel. We're going to let it shine. Yes, sir.
I got a little short story I want to share with you. It's about Joseph when he was in prison. And he was in prison because he was falsely accused of raping Potiphar's wife, right? So I'm going to tell you how God worked. So significantly, conveniently, he had a baker and a cupbearer in prison with him. Okay, so by Joseph's gift, okay, you see, Joseph didn't have to be.
You say it's a short one, right?
Yeah.
Don't tell the whole story. We know y'all. Everybody know the story, right?
Yeah.
We know the story. So tell us your moral, what you get out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
God works
In mysterious ways. Yeah. Is that what you want to say?
And then God had people in place for Joseph in order for him to get out of prison and become king over all Israel, second in command. Because of that baker and that cupbearer told the king that he could interpret dreams.
Only one of them could tell him, but only one of them was still alive.
Yeah. So, in other words, the moral of the story is you don't know who is next to you and what their good is there for. Because, you know, if you was to treat them like some people treat the waitress or the waiters, you know, when they're bringing their food, they want to talk bad to them and not even tip them or all of that kind of stuff because they forgot something. You don't know who your baker or your cupbearer is. They might be the same people to deliver a message about you to get you out of your situation.
Amen. But I say to you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who despitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be sons of the Father in heaven. Matthew 5, verse 44 to 45. That's because she was on. That's why. So, anybody have anything to? Anybody?
Because earlier this week, my mind went on Christ when he was dying on the cross and how he stopped dying to let the thief know that today you're going to be with me in paradise. And how the other one tried to came up with his sarcastic way of talking. God, I'm going to say Christ did not say anything to me anywhere, didn't show no ear towards him. He made his choice which way he wanted to go. And the other thief made his choice which way he wanted to go. But Christ's love was the same both ways.
That's right.
He didn't show no difference between either one, but they both made their own choice of where they wanted to live eternity at.
That's right.
And if you had made that sarcastic and didn't say, I apologize, but can you save me too? I believe Christ would have saved it anyway, because he would have then acknowledged it. But he refused not to do it.
That's right. Amen. 1 John, John, and grounded. It, like I say, it don't change because Brother Leroy, I came a little shady today. It don't change because Sister Chavez didn't say something that I didn't like. I still love Sister Chavez regardless of what she say or how she act or whatever. I still love you. I might not like what you said. I'll probably tell you about it, or I'll probably pray about it, but I still love you, regardless. And that's how it should be, regardless of what you say or what you do. Now, I told somebody before, what you did is we're not going to be how we was before, but I'm going to still love you. But I ain't going out. We're not going to sit to no dinner table and have no dinner and go out, and I ain't going to be out there buying. Now, let the Lord lead me to go out there and spend my money and buy you some grocery and do all of this. Yeah, I'll do that. But I'm not going out my way unless the Lord leads me to do something. Yes, I will do it. But I'm not finna go sit at no dinner table. I ain't coming over to your house, having no dinner, watching no movie night. And so I'm not going to do that. But I still love you because I have to. That's my Christianly duty. I still have to. So God give us wisdom. He give us wisdom. So there's, he give us wisdom. There's some stuff that, people done did. I'm sure all of us probably, or just about all of us, have been there. And Deacon Banks, look at you, done been there, huh? You been there, Deacon Banks, huh? You been there? Yeah, you ain't got to tell us what it is. You ain't got to tell us what it is. But I haven't been there. We ain't finna. But I love you. I love you. If God tell me, I'll text you now and then, how you doing? You on my mind. And I've done that. Because I'm still saved. I still love you. But them dinner days. That sound crazy? I just.
They say after he done closed the door, ain't no need of you going back opening it up again.
Hey.
That's like a dog going back to eat his own vomit.
Okay, that door didn't close. The tendency is to want others to change. We feel that it is difficult to love someone as they are and would prefer that they are different. But this is not what the Bible tells us about love. This is proof that we are more concerned with our own happiness and comfort than the love for others. We are seeking our own. We always try to, like I said earlier, we always try to change somebody. Why don't you change? Maybe it does need to be changed. I don't know. Maybe Sister JoJo do need to be changed. But who are we to determine? You understand what I'm saying? Who are we to determine whether Sister JoJo need to be changed? Who are we? Who we is, Sister Shivers? That's right. That's what's right English. Who we is? That ain't right English, huh? But Ernie, you in school? That ain't right English, huh? But it's okay. Yeah. Who are we to determine whether Sister JoJo needs to change? You pray for her. You leave it in God's hand. One water, one plant, one water, and what else? God give the increase. So we could pray for Sister JoJo. And while you're praying for her, you work on you. You love you. And you love Sister JoJo. You still love her. But you let God do the changing. Because I can't change. As much as I want to change him, I can't change him. I can't change him. I give him his clothes to put on and so forth when he changes clothes and stuff, but so I don't dress him all the time. You see him looking kind of shabby? He did that, okay? But as much as I would love some things to change about my husband, I can't change it. But I love the man. And if there's changing to be done, I let God do it. But until he do, I work on me. God, help me to deal with him until you change him. You know, he ain't really that hard to deal with. I mean, for me, he ain't really, I don't know what y'all know, but he's not really that hard. He ain't really, that's it. Yeah. That's the love. It's really not, you know. Yeah, y'all need to be a fly on the wall sometimes. Mr. Shabbos, you cracking on my baby too? I thought you just course you agree. Listen. What?
It's all the same, we would be having a boring life.
That's true.
You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
That's true. That's true. Some things he completes me in. He completes me in. Look at that. Look at I just thought I would throw that part in there. That's all. I just thought I would. Y'all, hey, I know y'all ain't gonna agree with this, right? But y'all ever see wife swap and husband swap? This.
I don't think you can find nobody that agree to that.
Oh Lord. Oh God.
I'll make a perfect fit.
Instead of hoping for others to change, we need to find the sin in ourselves and cleanse it out. The self-interest, know-it-all, attitude, stubbornness, the sin that finds when I deal with others in the course of life. If we cleanse ourselves from these things, then we can bear, believe, hope, and endure all things from others. When we cleanse ourselves, we can bear, believe, hope, and endure all things. You see that? You see that? You see why I can bear all things? Y'all see that, right? All right then. What do you say, bless my heart? Yeah, what you said, Sister Chavez, you got jokes tonight, don't you? You got jokes tonight, Sister Chavez. We love them as they are, and we can pray for them out of sincere, godly love and concern for them. But we have to search us first. Cleanse us first. My friend said she prayed, she fasted. God, she said she fussed with that man. She fussed, and then she said, really, I didn't fuss with him. I fussed by myself, said, because he just stood there at the door. She said, he said nothing. And sometimes don't that hurt us, ladies? When we be fussing with these men and they don't say nothing, be like, you wish they don't say nothing. When we finish. She said he said nothing. And she walked out. Well, she did walk out. She probably didn't give him time to say nothing now. She said she walked out. She said, because he person ain't cheat because of me. They cheat because they want to cheat. But sometimes we have to search ourselves. God, deal with me first. Deal with me. And she said, she kept saying she forgive him, but she really didn't. I tell the story, my ex, this is a long time ago. And I would talk to him on the phone way before my husband. And every time we talk, Brother Ernie, not even 10 minutes, I'm fussing, boy. Fussing. And he would say, you ain't forgive me. You tell me you forgive me, but you ain't forgive me. And he always say that. We couldn't last 5-10 minutes on the phone, Deacon Banks. Boy, it was something. He didn't say something, the wrong thing. Boy, I didn't fuss and I didn't hang up, Angie. I didn't hang up the phone. You ain't forgive me. You say you forgive me. And one day, when he said that this time I really heard him. I didn't hang up fast enough. And it hit a nerve. And I said, God, he right. I was still hurt. But until I not only forgive him, but I had to forgive myself. I had to release him and love me. Before I could love him, forgive me, I couldn't deal with him. And sometimes we can't deal with JoJo until we deal with ourselves. And this is sometimes the reason why we go off at people. We can't deal with people because we're not dealing with ourselves. Sometimes I used to get in the mirror and talk to myself in the mirror. Think about you never did that? You're beautiful. I tell myself that. You're beautiful. Girl, you're going to have a good day. I would talk to myself in the mirror. I needed that. I needed that. Don't you know God love you? Girl, love yourself. I needed that. And some of us in here, we need that. We need to talk. We ain't crazy. We're not crazy. We need to talk to ourselves in the mirror. But until we love us, God not going to send nobody else. We can't love nobody else until we love us. Because how can he send somebody else and we don't even know how to love ourselves, Sister Charlotte? We can't even take care of ourselves. We trying to open this door here, but this one not closed. In the jail, you can't open this door if that one ain't closed. Can't be done. Can't be done. You got to close this door. If you want to open this one, you be pressing button all day for the door to open. The door ain't going to open. You be trying to open the door, and you be like, why this door ain't open? That's because a door not closed. And that's how it is with God. You got to close this door first in order for God to open up this door. You got to love yourself first. Clean out JoJo first before you try to clean out Andrea. And that's how it is. Close the door. All hearts are clear. Anybody? All right. Any questions? Angie? Anything? Announcements? We're talking about love tonight. You want to, well, you can introduce yourself.
I'm Marisol.
I'm Derek.
Welcome.
This is my main man, Derek. We work together. And this is what right here.
We're talking about love tonight. You all want to say anything about love? You want to say that Derek is love? We want to say anything about love tonight before we?
Love is special.
Okay.
It really is. When you find that special someone, you'll know.
Okay. Amen. Deacon binds you to the offering. So in order for us to truly love somebody and to love God, we have to first love. And don't forget to talk to yourself in the mirror tonight. Don't forget. Amen. Angie, announcement. Mm-hmm.
So on Sunday the 17th, we have our heart exchange after service. On Tuesday the 19th is the Men on the Rise meeting at 7:30 p.m. Tuesday the 26th is Men on the Rise meeting, and then Thursday the 28th is women's meeting at 7:30 p.m.
To love does not mean to agree with someone's sin. to say that someone is okay rather than to bear them. Pray with them and pray for them. Hey, you all. That was mine.
That's the offering. The Lord will give you thanks for this offering that we have received, Father, at your vessel we are praying. That's Father, you give them people that need to eat and give them wisdom and knowledge how to direct it.
Amen. All hearts are clear?